Hello, I'm Howard, and welcome to Spiritual Shorts. And welcome back to this second of a two-part series on finding satisfaction. Last week we talked about the prophet Jeremiah. He faced intense persecution and suffering, all because he stayed true to his mission of sharing God's Word. Today we're going to explore an unexpected twist in Jeremiah's journey. His surprising investment in a piece of land at the very moment when everything seemed lost. Why would he buy a field when Jerusalem was under siege? Let's find out. Okay, picture this. Jerusalem is on the brink of collapse. The Babylonian army is closing in and things are looking quite bad. King Zedekiah, frustrated by Jeremiah's warnings, has thrown him in prison. While locked up, Jeremiah receives a bizarre message from God. His cousin will come and offer him a field in Anathoth. And sure enough, his cousin shows up, presenting Jeremiah with the opportunity to buy it. Wait a minute. Jeremiah has been predicting disaster for years, and now he's buying property that's about to be taken over by the enemy? That doesn't make any sense. Well, here's the thing. Jeremiah wasn't just investing in land. He was investing in faith. Even though the present looked bleak, Jeremiah believed in God's promise of restoration. He had faith that one day people would return and life would flourish again in the land of Judah. Think about it. He bought that field for 17 shekels of silver. It was a steal compared to other biblical land deals. 17 shekels. Why 17? Well, in spiritual symbolism, the number 17 represents a turning point, the end of suffering and the beginning of freedom. Do you remember Joseph? He was 17 when he was sold into slavery, but that was the start of his journey to greatness. And Noah, the great flood, began on the 17th day of the month. Each time, 17 marked the start of a difficult journey, but also the promise of a better future. Jeremiah's investment, it wasn't about real estate. It was a symbol of hope and faith in God's plan. He was showing that, even in the darkest times, he trusted in God's promise that things would turn around. And this has huge implications for you and me. There are times in our lives when everything seems to be falling apart. Maybe it's a personal struggle, or maybe it's a world that seems chaotic and unpredictable. Like Jeremiah, we have to decide whether to let fear control our choices or to invest in faith. Faith is about more than just belief. It's about action. It's about investing our time, our energy, and our love in something worthwhile, even when it seems foolish. Because true satisfaction and freedom comes from not chasing after the next big thing, but from aligning ourselves with God's purpose. When Jeremiah bought that field, he was putting his trust in the long game. He believed that God's people would return and rebuild. He was investing in the future, even when everything around him suggested otherwise. That's what makes this story so powerful. And what does this story mean for us? Sometimes we find ourselves investing in things that don't truly satisfy. Money, status, or shallow relationships. Like Jeremiah, we need to think beyond the immediate situation. Where are we putting our energy? Are we investing in the things that align our values and our faith? Jeremiah's story teaches us to look beyond the present and invest in what truly matters. Maybe you are at a crossroads right now, or facing a challenge that seems insurmountable. Take a moment and ask yourself, what's the field I need to buy today? What investment of faith can I make, even if it seems like a long shot? Think about it. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Spiritual Shorts. If you found this series to be inspiring, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's keep investing in faith, aligning our lives with God's purpose. May God bless you.